Rockwall, Texas is the city that we're doing a deep dive on today. We're going to cover Rockwall's history, what it's like to live in Rockwall, and we're also going to look at the affordability, the lifestyle, and Rockwall real estate, which this in-depth approach is going to allow us to compare the city of Rockwall to the surrounding cities in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you're thinking about moving to the city of Rockwall or simply want to learn more about the city, this is the video for you because we're covering everything you need to know about Rockwall, Texas. Rockwall's located northeast of Dallas and has 3 main highways running through the city. It has Interstate 30 running right through the heart of Rockwall, Texas Highway 205 running north to south, and Texas Highway 276 on the east side of town. Now, if you want to make your way down to Fort Worth to check out the Fort Worth Zoo, give yourself an hour. And if you want to go to downtown Dallas to take in Clyde Warren Park, give yourself 25 minutes. Now, if you need to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, you're looking at 35 minutes. Now, I share these heavily frequented locations because at one point or another, if you live in Rockwall, you're going to go to Fort Worth, you're going to go to Dallas, and you're going to catch a flight. But to give you a better sense of what the average commute looks like for the residents of Rockwall, know that the average commute is 37 minutes, which is substantially higher than the DFW average of 28 minutes. So make sure that you have a vehicle that you absolutely enjoy because you're going to find yourself spending a lot of time in it. But now that we know where in the world Rockwall, Texas even is, I want to welcome you to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Jaime Resendez, your local realtor and team leader able to help you make money in real estate whether you're buying or selling. And we're on a mission to reach every DFW resident. So if you can hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, it's going to really help us out. All right, so let's get back to Rockwall because this is what you came for. Rockwall, Texas is located in Rockwall County and was founded in the 1850s. In fact, Rockwall was one of the first cities in Texas to be incorporated altogether. The city itself got its name from a natural rock wall that runs throughout the county. And while its initial growth was originally tied to the agriculture community, it quickly became a popular vacation destination given its scenic lakeside setting full of locally owned businesses, and is now home to a thriving and vibrant community of over 45,000 residents. So to add some additional context to Rockwall, I want to introduce an external resource in niche.com, which interprets millions of public data sets on cities all across the country. And as you can see, Rockwall has received an A grade from Niche, having aggregated the 12 categories you see on the screen, and has also ranked Rockwall as the #1 best place to live in Rockwall County. Now that's what the algorithm has to say, but what do current and former Rockwall residents have to say about the city? Well, according to 185 reviews so far, current and former Rockwall residents give Rockwall 4 stars out of 5. Now this Rockwall report is very comprehensive, so I'll link it down below for your review. Now we need to look at the recreation scene in Rockwall. 64% of Rockwall residents live within a 10-mile walk of a park, which is drastically higher than the national average of 55%. So you're going to have access to plenty of parks in Rockwall. Now, if trails are more your speed, you're going to have over 20 miles to explore. In other words, you're going to have a hard time finding another city outside of Rockwall that invests so much in the outdoor recreation. And you're also going to find it difficult to find another city that puts on so many events for its community. Overall, Rockwall has some of the best recreation environments that you're going to find throughout the DFW Metroplex. But let's continue and check out the school situation, because regardless if you have kids or not, the school system impacts you directly because you still have to pay property taxes on that ISD, and it also impacts your resale value. Rockwall Independent School District has almost 17,000 students enrolled, which are educated throughout 19 campuses comprised of 13 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 2 high schools, and 1 alternative school. Now, when it comes to the students per teacher ratio, you're looking at 17:1, which is 2 off from the state average of 15:1. Now, when you look at the percentage of teachers with 3 or more years of experience, you're looking at 96%, which is 12% better than the state average of 84. So essentially what's happening is that more experienced teachers with 3 or more years of experience are flocking to Rockwall and staying. But as a real estate agent, that's about the extent that I'm able to share on the independent school district. So I'm going to link a report down below for your review. Now, something that I am able to talk about a little bit more freely is the Chick-Fil-A situation. So we have to ask ourselves, is there a Chick-Fil-A in Rockwall? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. You actually have 2 Chick-Fil-A's to choose from. All right, so I'm only half joking about the Chick-Fil-A category. That might be way more important for me than it is for you. But something that's going to be important for both of us is the real estate situation, because regardless if you're renting or if you're a homeowner, you have to understand what's going on in the real estate market where you live, because it impacts your rent and it also impacts your property taxes if you are a homeowner. So let's start off from a macro perspective. The median home value in Rockwall right now is $467,115, which is a 20.3% increase over the past year. Now, as you can see, home prices were already going up over the last decade, but nothing compared to what happened over the last 12 months. But if you've been waiting patiently on the sidelines for home prices to come down before you bought, you might soon get your wish. But now that we know that the median home value in Rockwall is $468,000, we need to compare that to its surrounding cities. The median home value in Fayette is $417,000. In Royce City, it's $373,000. In McClendon Chisholm, it's $749,000. In Heath, it's $813,000. In Lavon, it's $402,000. And the median home value in Rowlett is $403,000. So as you can see, the median home value in Rockwall is right towards the middle when you compare it against its neighbors. But let's take it one step further. How much home can you actually afford to buy with that median home value of $468,000? Now, those are some good looking homes, right? Well, unfortunately, by the time you're watching this video, chances are those homes have already sold. But no worries, if you want the most current list of our preferred homes in Rockwall right now, check out our link in the description, which now is also a great time to share with you how to calculate your monthly mortgage payment in Rockwall. So I'll leave a link right here that's going to show you exactly how to do that, which that video is mandatory watching, especially if you're coming in from out of state, because the way that we do property taxes, chances are is way different than how you do property taxes, because we have some of the highest property taxes in the country. But to be fair, we do not have state income taxes, which is actually a great segue into our next category, which is the cost of living. Overall, the cost of living in Rockwall is higher by 13.2% when compared against the national average. Now, when you only look at the grocery category, it's 1.8% higher in Rockwall than the national average. From a housing perspective, it's 19.9% higher. From a utilities perspective, it's 2.9% higher. And when it comes to transportation, the cost of living in Rockwall is 24.2% higher than the national average. So at this point, you might be thinking, Jaime, Rockwall is the city for me. If that sounds like you, congratulations. I want to invite you to connect with our top realtors down below. However, if you're still on the fence, that's okay too. I want to give you two comparable cities to consider. I want you to check out Wiley, and I also want you to take a look at Rowlett. But under no circumstances should you look at